Today we're gonna do a pretty quick experimental type of treat. I got a cake pop maker. Now this isn't gonna be as good in my opinion. They might be better, we'll see. I don't think it's gonna be as good as the other ones I make because they have icing mixed into them. These will be much simpler though, as long as they turn out. And I'm kind of taking a risk because we're gonna make homemade cake mix instead of like the store-bought kind. First time we try this, but I've been wanting one of these for a little bit. My friend Amanda from Always Amanda used one to make cake pops, and it made me want one. I looked on Amazon, they was like $30 some, and I just was not looking to give that much for one because I just didn't know how much I would use it or anything. So I was doing some online shopping, of course, you know, 'tis the season and all that. But I was doing some online shopping, and I think it was JCPenney's. Yeah, it was JCPenney's. I found this, and it was on sale for like $14. So, of course, I was like, I might as well buy it for myself. And I did. So, we're going to go ahead and attempt to make some cake pops. However, I'm going to do red. I hate when I take my rings off. I keep a stash of these little silicone ones over here. I don't like not having a ring on. But I take it off sometimes when I'm cooking and whatnot, you know. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh, I'm going to attempt to make red velvet cake pops using the red velvet cupcake recipe. However, I'm going to do half of the recipe, and then, so I'm going to half the recipe, and then we're going to do half red velvet and half a green velvet. I had a friend mention that to me a couple different times. I thought about making a red velvet cake roll that was green and red. I thought that would be fun. But then when I got this, I figured we would do that. We might like kind of swirl it together. I don't know. We're going to experiment. This whole part of this video might end up being a fail, but it is okay. We're going to take you to see some Christmas lights. I tried to go ahead and grab everything so I wouldn't have to be running around. We'll see how that goes. But we need beat the butter and the sugar. Now we're just halving it. So instead of 1 cup of butter, I only need half. And then sugar, 3/4. Need to refill all of my containers. Just haven't done it yet. And then gotta cream this together. I did forget something, however, it's fine. Here I'm gonna add the food coloring last so that I can, you know, make half green and half red. And I don't have buttermilk like it called for, so I'm going to use some of this dried buttermilk, and you know, you mix it with water. Having Baney chickens, bantam if you're fancy. Oh well. But it makes it easy when your recipe calls for 1.5 eggs because they're so small, they're like a half of an egg. Oh, and we forgot our vinegar. Alright. My butter was at room temperature, but it must be chilly in here, which I think it's like 60 some degrees. We don't keep our heat up really high, or we don't keep our air conditioner down really low. We're in between kind of people. Okay, now we need the flour. was cleaning up and realized we forgot vanilla. So we're gonna add vanilla. I don't usually measure vanilla, in case you couldn't tell. Now, we're not gonna fully clean up just yet. So we're gonna put about half of it in here. It doesn't have to be exact. It's no big deal. This looks like it'd be just good like this. I mean, the coloring doesn't change the flavor of it, so I just hope it actually looks green. But my friend told me that it would work. So even if it don't, I'm not gonna blame her, because, well, I know how I am in the kitchen. All right, so in this bowl, I'm gonna make this one green. And then in this one, we're gonna make it red. I'm not sure about your light or your angle. I'm hoping that it's good enough, because I can't really see. And I am filming this on my phone. I don't film often on my phone anymore. I usually film on the camera, but the Christmas lights will be on my phone. I figured I'll just film the whole thing on my phone. Then it's one less step for me, because I usually edit on my phone. I just prefer it. It's so much easier just to sit there with my phone in my hand. I can take it with me if I got to go to the kitchen to do something or whatever, you know. So I prefer to film using KineMaster on my phone than using Filmora on the computer. All right, they kind of match pretty good, I think, in my opinion. Like the tones of them match. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this preheated here. I decided last minute I was gonna just take little spoons of each and put it into the whatever, but we're going to just mix some up here in a popping bag. And that way, a little bit less work. And then we're just gonna go back and forth and fill up the popping bag. Now this might be a complete fail. I've already said that, pretty sure I have. But at least we'll say we tried. That's a big deal for me. I know the kind of person I am, and if I think about something and I don't try it, it just like, it eats away at me. All right, so I did end up putting a little bit too much in this. Looks like the first one's gonna be completely green. That's okay. So it says to add just a teaspoon of batter into it, because it will expand, because it is cake mix. Moment of truth. They smell a little bit burnt. Maybe I overdid it. I need something. Come out. Thank you, sir. Ma'am, if I do drop one of these on the floor, I promise you don't want it. I mean, you will when it's cold, but it's gonna be hot. Okay, I feel like they needed more stuff. I don't know if they needed more stuff, but let's check. Oh yeah. Yeah, these come out a little bit better. Oh, we had a better way to get them out. A little tongs here, not quite big enough, and I got bigger ones, but I don't think that they're little enough, so I need some in-betweens. It's fine, we're making it work now. So for the coating for the cake pops, we're going to use some of these cream cheese. Well, I'm not to that point yet. We are going to use these. So I'm going to mix the cream cheese ones with just the regular white ones. But we got to get them on the sticks first. So I'm going to melt some of this, get them on sticks, put them in the freezer for like 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and coat them. I think with the smaller ones over here, these are the bigger ones. I'm just going to coat them in a little bit of chocolate, and then, you know, we just eat them like that. Is this melted enough to get the sticks in? I'm sure it is. But that way it's not a waste of sticks or time. You know? So I think that's what we're going to do. The bigger ones I am going to put on sticks though, because the kids just, they like when they're on the stick. I thought even if you got good at it or you felt brave enough, you could experiment with filling them. I think that would be good if you could figure out how to do that. I'm sure it's possible. All right, so we're just going to use the same bowl. It's got some of the white chocolate ones in it. We're going to add some of the cream cheese ones to it. Might be a little bit much. It's fine. We'll just rewarm it for the other one if we have to. I'm going to add a little bit more of these. Then we're going to melt this, and then we're going to put these that I have left over. I went ahead and just done 20 of the ones on sticks because the cake pop holder holds 20, and I don't want to have to do more than it holds, so it's fine. We're going to coat these though, and then they'll still taste the same. They just won't have a stick. See? Oh no. Well, we must start over because I burnt that. Isn't that my luck? I didn't think to stir it up because the bottom already had melted. It's fine. Redo. Alright, so I got our chocolate here melted for the most part. I think it's good enough. We're just gonna put it, I don't think you can see. Just kind of pour it over top of these. Now the chocolate that burnt, I did take one and dip it into it. It was delicious. I think adding a little bit of cream cheese to it definitely helped. The cream cheese chips back there. That might be too much chocolate. Thankfully, the outside of these are pretty tough because the inside, I don't know if it's because it's the homemade cake mix or if it's just where I'm used that machine, but the inside are very, very soft. They look like donut holes. Just kind of, I guess, what I pictured. They're not covering exactly how I thought they would, but that's fine. Hush. I'm just going to put them over here to dry on this cooling rack, which I'm going to dread cleaning later, but I know. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of these sugar crystals to it. Alright, and then since we're already this far in, I also just put a little bit of powdered sugar. I'm hoping that it'll help cover it a little bit better. We'll see. This is definitely not a treat that I would be proud to take somewhere, but you know what? If it tastes good, it's just me and my family, it's fine. But I wouldn't want people to like put my name on it out in public or anything. What? it good, Al. Okay, so we got the chocolate melted. Now we're gonna get the covered. Okay, so got the chocolate nice and melted here. Lily already came and taste tested them, which I guess you saw, and she approved. She ended up eating 2 of them. I was really worried if they was going to like them, especially her. She is the most picky about treats, I think. I'm pretty sure she is. But she really liked them, so that's a good thing, I guess. We're going to get these coated here. Not sure if I want to put sprinkles on these or not. Haven't decided. And these are a little bit frozen, so I need to decide if I'm going to or not. They're definitely going to have like tails, lips, whatever, because I don't know, they just are. They're cute though. All right, so for these, the Virtuous, everybody really liked them. Wendy didn't like the ones on the sticks. For whatever reason, she said they tasted like cookies and cream. She doesn't like cookies and cream. But just the cake balls, she liked those. So I don't know if it's the white chocolate made it taste more like cookies and cream to her, or it was a lot more. I don't know. But yeah, she took one bite of one, didn't care for it, but she did like just the balls. So anyways, yeah, we're going to go ahead now and we're going to share some Christmas lights with you. I hope that you enjoy them. Y'all know we went, so I had to bring you with us.
Sponsors got 3 or 4 discounts to some restaurants on there.
Alright.
You'll pay when you get up before you get to the arch up there. There's a tent, they'll take your money up there.
Alright.
When you come back out, you'll see a bunch of green arches on your right when you come out, the tent, and that's where Santa Claus is located. Sometimes the Grinch is even running around in there.
Yeah.
Y'all enjoy it. Y'all have Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
You too. Thank you.
Hi,
Hey.
how are you?
Alright.
$20, please. All right, thank you very much. You all enjoy.
Yep.
What was you thinking, you put it in park or something?
Huh?
What was you thinking, you put it in park?
That's a challenge.
You should really always.
Goodness gracious. And with that, we'll see you all tomorrow. As always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed. Bye, guys.